Hi
everyone.
everyone, I'm Koga.
And I'm Jane.
So today we're gonna talk about how we met. We met each other for the first time in 2015
Yes.
November,
Mm.
right?
Mhm.
The place where we met is Mpemba Blantyre in Malawi.
District in southern region part of Malawi.
And the Mpemba is small city, or I would say village.
Yeah.
Village. We talk about what we are doing in Mpemba before we know each other.
For me, before I moved to Mpemba, I started my career as a medical assistant in Sanje, and I worked for about a year, and then I was transferred to Blantyre in Mpemba at a certain health center, and that's where I was staying, and that's where I met you.
You came to Mpemba
That was 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
So I came to Malawi 2016, and then before that I was in Japan, and then I worked as a police officer. I joined the overseas volunteer, and then I was sent to Malawi as a volunteer teacher in the reformatory center in Mpemba. In this way, I started living in Mpemba, and then we meet each other.
Yeah.
So 2015 November, that is the time we met finally.
Now, I moved to the reformatory center because I had to change the house from a smaller house, which was one bedroom, to a bigger one because I was living with kids.
Jenny moved to my neighbor, not exactly next to my house, but 2 or 3 next to my house. How can I say?
I think your house was in front of my house, like about
20 meters.
20, yeah.
Yeah,
20
apart.
meters. Yeah.
Yeah, her house is very big house compared to my house. So I think who comes to that vacant big house? Rich family comes to that house, I guess, at that time. First day I realized that the people comes into that big house, so I went to there to greet and introduce me, because I am the only one foreigner who live in that reformatory center compound.
Yeah.
I had the policy to greet by myself as a polite foreigner, like that. So I went to Jenny's house first, then greet. That is the exactly we first met,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I talk about the first impression I met her. I said like general greeting in Malawi, Muribanji, and then I introduced my name, and then I live in your neighbors, and I am a teacher in reformatory center. Then I first met Jenny. I vividly remember how beautiful this girl. And then she wearing scarf on the head, and then like literally doing the cleaning house, like that. Then I think apart from the Jenny, there are another women, and then they talk something.
That was my friend.
Actually, I would say I fell in love with her at that time, but my heart broken minutes later because
I told you I have 4 kids. 2 secondary school kids, 1 primary, and the other one was 2 years old, and the other one was just a baby, few months.
the story we first met exactly. So after I found Jenny has 4 kids, I was disappointed, heartbroken, but I began to call Jenny Madam.
Because in Malawi, women that have kids are supposed to be respected, not to be called by their names. So that was nice of you.
But I've never called like the looks young lady Madam, but I feel weird, but I had no choice to call other name or sister. I can't call her sister because she has kids. So since I realized that she has 4 kids, and even though I fell in love with her, but I gave up. So I can't approach to the women who get married, of course. Since then, I try to forget my feeling like I crushed on her. However, as time goes on, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, I've never seen her husband, just only Jenny and 4 kids. I started thinking about where is her husband, or perhaps she's a single mother, or I finally asked Jenny about the private question like kids or relationship with her husband.
Yeah, that's. I remember you first of all asked me about the kids, and I told you 3 of the kids were my late sister's kids who passed away, and I had to stay with them. And one of the kids was my biological son. Yeah, that's when we knew about the kids.
In Malawi, many families live with not only their biological
Their
family.
extended families.
Yeah, extended family is common. In Jenny's case, her elder sister.
Yeah, elder sister.
Elder sister passed away when she gave birth to her child.
Yeah.
That's a sad story, another story.
So that's when I started staying with the kids. Yeah.
About our stepson, Leon.
I had Leon. That was in 2015. I would say from a failed relationship. I remember that was after my mom died, and I would say the relationship failed because he left.
These stories before we met, and then Jenny's life and my life. So we are going to shoot another video in details Okay, let's move back on to the how we met. Since I heard that Jenny is single mother, to be honest, I was glad to hear that she's single mother. But of course, I cannot express my face reaction, so I'm a serious face, and oh, you are single mother. Like I'm sorry, but in my mind, inside in my mind, I was so happy. So I can start approach to her. So I was so happy in my mind, but keep serious face. From the next day, I started go outside, go around, especially Jenny's house on the lunchtime, like a stalker or something, because I wanted to have Sima with her and I wanted to talk to her. In Malawi, in the lunchtime, so someone who you know around there, most people invite their lunch having Sima, like saying Karibu. What's a Karibu?
It's like welcoming them to come and eat the food. So it's in our culture that you need to invite people to eat with you, because we believe in hospitality, welcoming people. That's why we also have like a lot of extended families around.
So for me, hoping to be invited from Jenny's house, so I was walking around a lot. Then it was successful, I guess. I started talking to Jennifer, having Sima in her house. The more I talk to her, the more I become like her. This is because not only her appearance, beautiful lady, I was attracted to her inside. She's hard worker, raising 4 kids and working at hospital 24/7. And also I respected her. She had ambition to go back to university to study to become a doctor. She had that ambition, so I was impressed, and then the more I was attracted to her. She invited me for having Sima many times, so I decided to invite her to come to my house, and then I entertain her with the Japanese homemade food. I offered her, then she accepted. So I was so happy, I was so glad, and I was thinking what kind of food she likes. So I prepared Japanese hamburger steak. I took a lot of time to prepare. I was waiting for Jenny at lunchtime, but 30 minutes, 1 hour, she didn't appear, didn't come. And then 2 hours, 3 hours, I was waiting. And then until 5 p.m., I waited without having lunch, but she never come.
I'm sorry, but at that time I had a smartphone which had problems with the battery, so my phone just went off.
But I didn't know that I called her, it didn't reach, so I thought my crush was over. Since then, I couldn't contact with her, afraid of, like, I didn't want to be hurt.
You were angry with me?
Not angry, just I was hurted.
It was my phone's fault.
After that incident, we didn't see for a couple of weeks. But by chance we met at the outside. Then I asked her, why didn't you come? Then she explained that not her fault, like phone problem like that. 2016 June, Jenny again moved to another house.
I wanted to stay near the hospital. That's why I had to move to that house.
So I was so sad and felt lonely. Then I finally decided to tell her my feeling, my love to her.
Remember that day you came to my house and I was inside the house and you said that I have something to tell you. I thought you wanted to tell me something about maybe the hospital, or maybe you had patients at your workplace. Yeah, I had no idea what you were about to say.
So you totally didn't expect my feeling.
No, I didn't.
I tell my feeling to Jenny, and I'm not sure, but you didn't refuse. Fortunately, I guess. I'm not sure how did she think about it, but for me, I think our relationship started from that day, right?
That day? No.
When do you think our relationship started?
When we went out on a date, the city.
Yeah, I remember. So July is her birthday.
Yeah.
I asked her out to the dinner for her birthday, and then we went to the town. She was so late, 1 hour late. So again, I thought I was a bit late.
There was traffic.
Yeah, but it's okay. 1 hour late is acceptable. That's African Malau time. Okay. Then we had the lunch together in the restaurant. So you mean that day our relationship started?
Yes.
We started our relationship in July, but as a Japanese volunteer, my volunteer contract is for 2 years. I had to leave Malawi for Japan. End of September, we spent the time together only 3 months, July, August, and September.
Yeah, but before we went back to Japan, I invited you to my family and introduced you as my boyfriend. I knew that by doing so, if you invite me to your country, my family will be comfortable with me going outside Malawi.
This is the way how we met. Hope you understand us more and enjoy how we met.
Okay, so thank you for watching our today's video on how we met. See you in our next video.
And if you like this video, please hit the like button.
And don't forget to subscribe. See you, bye.
See you next time. Sayonara.
Sayonara.